Well, hello, Aries. Welcome to your November reading. I hope you're amazing. So, we're going to jump right in, see what we have for you, Aries. I will say you do have quite the, I'm going to say, cacophony of cards. Very deep, I would say. So, look forward to that. Okay, Aries for November. It's this one. Lover in reverse. Let me tell you something. Capricorn got this, and so did Virgo. Um, Obsessive passion that harms others. Self destructive devotion. This is going to be a check. I can tell right now. Okay. Spring and autumn. It's not this one, it's this one. Reflection. So this is basically the beginning of November. And I'm going to say to you, Aries, this is about letting go, okay? But what's interesting is it's starting off in a different order. So it talks about you wanting a new beginning, you wanting something new, you wanting a new experience, probably a new love life, um, just a new life in general, like a new beginning, a clean slate, if you will. But that also means that you have to let something fall behind. You have to let something go. You have to move on from something. And that's the struggle. But the struggle is you can't have one thing if you don't do the other, right? So that's what I'm feeling here for you. And reflection happens to be uh I want to say the sun card in this deck, but it's not. It's its own. These are its own cards. Um, so it's more of an enlightenment, needing to see something, needing to understand, needing to accept that this is what you need to do, is to let something go or move on from something in order to free that space up, okay, for something else. And this is true for those of you looking for love as well. I understand that you're trying to be dedicated or keep that door open, but that action is blocking you from finding what you truly desire, what you truly want, because what you're looking for isn't there in that person, in this situation. Okay. So we have jeweled web, connectivity. So this is complicated, and this is energy of something that's been going on for a while, meaning this is not something new. This is something that has been there. And you keep making the decision, Aries, to sort of hold on to this or making the decision for this when you should be kind of going away from it. We have vanishing mirror, ego simulation. Is this too bright? I feel like this is too bright. Is this too bright? Let me make it not so bright. Hang tight, guys. Okay. That's a little better. Okay. Vanishing mirror, ego simulation. Yeah, that's what's stopping you from moving forward. It's all about your decisions, Aries. It's your decisions, your choices to hold on to something. When you need to walk away from it, or you need to see. It's like you need to see how it's affecting you, how it's affecting your life, how it's affecting your path and your choices. And then caterpillar, opportunity. You do. I feel like you do want this opportunity, Aries, to have a relationship that's stable, a job that's stable, a life that's stable, finances that are stable. But this just tells me in these cards that you have to make the hard decisions, right? You can't just will something your way. You have to make the hard decisions, and it feels difficult to make those hard decisions because, you know, in your mind, you're thinking that it's the right decision, but it's almost like convincing yourself that it's the right decision. Anywho, we're going to get into the cards. We have the Queen of Coins, the Five of Coins, Ten of Wands, Justice, the Moon, yeah, Four of Cups, Nine of Coins, Magician. This is a tough one, Aries, not gonna lie to you. King of Wands. The Lovers and the Eight of Coins. Okay. Love goes both ways. Relationship goes both ways. Energy goes both ways. There's a give and take. There's a balance, a delicate balance, a dance, if you will, right? So this is telling me that that dance, that balance is important. So it's not, you know, I feel like you're trying to manifest or make something happen, or you want this specific thing, but you're not allowing for the balance to happen. The one thing that comes to mind is you really want a person. Let's just say, I'm using this in general. You really want a person, but that person isn't trying. They're not doing anything to balance the scales, right? It's just you pushing and pushing and pushing, or pulling and pulling and pulling. Because with the Eight of Coins in reverse, this is telling me that nothing is happening. Nothing is happening. Nothing is moving. It's like you're doing all of this, but it's not changing anything. It's not making anything better. You could make a better choice is what I'm saying, right? If it's not, a real good sign for this is if it's not moving, if it's not going in your way, it's not going in your direction, you probably need to try a different one, okay? So major arcana, we have one right in the middle, which is the moon. That's usually the center. Everything happens around that. And the moon is confusion. So it's confusion about a choice, right? It's right next to the Five of Coins, which tells me that something is out of your life. You feel like something is missing. You're missing something. You're sad about something. Something is gone. Something is not in your grasp. And you're confused on how to attain it. You're confused about why it's happening. Okay. You're confused about why what you're doing isn't working. You're putting in all this effort with the Queen of Coins. You're like, I need this thing that I'm missing. You're doing all of these things to make it happen with the Ten of Wands in reverse with no avail, right? And you're almost exceeding the limit of at which you should try. and the confusion is, I still feel like I'm missing this thing and I want this thing back, but you're not processing really that you're not getting it back, which means that stop, or choose a different direction. But connectivity is here because it's so entangled, which means there's other things involved. If it's a relationship, there might be children involved. It might be that you were with this person for a long time. You don't want to give up. There's other things involved here. Some of you, I'm hearing that some of you, this has to do with work and needing to deal with some shadow work issues, dealing with others or work environments. But that's probably for a personal reading for someone. That's a little deeper than this. So it's unfair for you to keep working on this. It's unfair for you to keep putting in all this time and energy and not getting anything back, which is with the Nine of Coins in reverse. Because it's the ultimate disappointment. It's like superficial. You're working on something that you think you need, but superficially, it's not what you need. It's more surface level. Like, this is the person I want, but it's just because you want to be in a relationship, or this is the last one that was comfortable for you, but it doesn't mean that it's the best one for you now. Sorry, I had to turn a fan on. It's getting warm. It's getting juiced in here. So there's a confusion about it being unfair. It puts me in the mindset, Aries, of it's unfair that this is happening to me, but you're not looking at it as this is happening to me because this is not the direction, or this is not what I need. See, there's a twisting of the facts. And especially with the Four of Cups, it's like you're missing it because there is emotional connection in it, right? And you're burning yourself out. You keep running the midnight oil, as they say, because there's an emotional connection to it. So there's this really intense direction in the wrong direction, and a miscommunication in a self-deceiving direction. You're like, I need to work on this, or I need to do more in this particular direction, and this will work. Not seeing that it's not, because it's not for you. You know, it's not on your path. This is not the direction you should go in. So it almost takes your power away. And that's what this is. This is like the opportunity to change the intensity of your direction. You know, the opportunity to see it, stop it, slow it down. Because right now it's like you're being manipulated by your emotions, by the confusion part of this. And it's superficial transactions, superficial interactions. Okay. Something or someone you really wanted doesn't want you anymore, you know? Like it doesn't have the same effect, same feeling, same anything, right? But there's almost a weird form of, I'm going to call it addiction, or something like being used to going in this direction, or going through this, or being in this energy. It's being used to doing that and being stuck there, and kind of thinking that there's nothing else besides this, or this is how it's supposed to be, when that's not true. Yeah, definitely your intuition is telling you that this isn't nurturing. And the how it's doing that is it's hurting your self-esteem. It's hurting how you look at yourself, how you feel about yourself, your energy levels, okay? Yeah, this is like wanting love. This is love. Wanting this miracle kind of love, or for this miracle to happen, or this situation to happen in your love life. And you're like, if I just keep working on it, if I keep putting all this energy into it, then it'll work out. Yeah, this is like unnecessary burdens for small rewards. Okay. Unnecessary big burdens and big sacrifices for small rewards, or with no future. So be careful of that. Taking these large risks. Yeah, at one point you probably thought this person was your soulmate. This is a person we're talking about now. That this person was your soulmate, and if you just give them all the love that they will see, and this was the blindsided, because this is the only thing that matters at one point in your life. But all that is changing, and all of that is different. Yeah, it's time for you to put your guard down because of the lack of success that this is going to provide you in the future. Okay. Yeah. Some of you need to let go of the past. You could have been married to this person in the past, or in a relationship with them, but it's in the past. It's like you're manipulated by what was, and it doesn't mean what was doesn't mean what is or what will be. Okay. This is interesting because it talks about this being a waste of energy and a waste of space for you that you could be using on something else to make yourself feel better, particularly your finances or your career. You would spend more time on that. I feel like it's kind of been either lackluster or put to the side because of what you've been going through. And I feel like that will be, yeah, that will be your main focus after you not push this away, but after you deal with this energy, your next focus will be your finances, your career, and your stability in yourself. Okay, so let's get some cards out here for you. Okay. Sorry, I randomly sing the things that I should just be speaking. If you don't know that already. Freedom. Yeah. It's time to release that space. It's taking up too much energy and too much space that you could be using on other things to better yourself. Cage bird, protection. Yeah. This the feeling of, if I let this go, if I move on from this, everything will fall apart and my life will be over. And it's not true. Clarity. Yeah. Once you step away from this, once you see the other side of the coin and you look back, you're going to be like, what in the world was I thinking? Okay. It really talks about, Aries, you freeing up space for energy to do other things with that could be useful for you. Okay. So I love you, Aries, and I will talk to you later. Bye-bye.